Hi Flosstube, I'm back. I'm going to try it again. My name's Danielle. I'm Curvy Stitcher on Instagram and Flosstube. If you want to follow, that'd be great. If you want to like, that'd be great. Leave me a comment. Let's keep the conversation going. I don't have any stitchy friends close. The only close shop, like I said last one, was my local shop that's like 3 hours away. So this is my outlet for creativeness. Basically, a few things real quick. I have the door open. I have, 2 cats and a dog, and I have a 4-year-old little boy. He's playing a game right now, but rest assured, I'm sure he'll come in here and I'll have to pause at least once. So this might be, mishmashed, but it's okay. Basically, you're going to see I'm a little scatterbrained. And, I said that last video. I basically, since I started stitching, have always stitched what I want when I want, which is fine. But this year, like I said, I was going to try the whip go that JC Marie did. And so I'm going to try that this year. I did finish both of my, I say finish, I completed both of my goals for January. So basically, let's just get started, I guess. Let's just dive in. I'm going to start with, my 2 whip go projects and then what I've been working on. And then we'll move on to kits, things that I'd like to start, and then maybe next time we can move on to previous finishes and maybe show some stuff that I've already got done and either up on the wall or that needs to be framed or finished in some way. So we're just gonna get started. Here we go. So the first thing that came up on my whip go was to finish Butternut Tavern from Stacy Nash, and I did that. So it's not the complete pattern because like I told you last time, I cut my linen wrong, but anyways, so I fit what I could, and it's going to be kind of tight, I'd say, but that's okay. I like it to be tight when I frame them, no big borders on the outside or anything. So I'm kind of sort of playing fabric chicken. But basically, here it is. I have no idea what you guys can see, what you can't. I'm going to try to kind of move slowly so you can see everything, hopefully. I know that the lighting in the last video was not great. My husband is very sweet, and he went and got me a ring light. So we're going to, hopefully you guys can see the linen and the stitches better. Sorry, that's my little boy laughing. But hopefully you can see it better, and you can see the variegation and stuff better. If you guys could just let me know, I can try to make some other changes. This is all new, So, but there's that, and that's on 40 count hot cocoa from Graham Cracker Fabrics from Kitten Stitcher with all the called for except the horse and the roof. I used black coffee from Classic Colorworks, and the rest of it is called for. So there's that. That was finish number 1. Ding, 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 Pam and Steph. The next thing that I worked on that was on my whip go board was Winter Rose Manor from Brenda Gervais. And my goal for this one was just to start it. I showed you last time that I had done that, but I worked a little bit more on it, but probably not as much as I should have. But I did work a little tiny bit more. I finished the fence, and I got the basket on top down here. Again, don't know what you guys can see, but I got this fence done. The basket on top, you know, I got done. Well, started. But that's about all. But now you can kind of see, hopefully, better some variegation on that house where I just started. I was telling you guys last video I wasn't super crazy about a pink house, but I think this color works because it's got pink and tan and cream in it. It's Baby's Breath by Week Style Works. So I think that's going to be good. And this is on 40 count. Hopefully you're seeing the color because it's beautiful. It's like a really light mottled green and like khaki mixed together. It's very beautiful. It's XG Design 40 count sea salt. So that's both of the whip goes finished. So I'm ready to go and figure out. She might have already called them. I'm ready to go figure out though, you know, which ones Jesse's going to call next. So there's that. Oh, and I meant to show you this. I brought a picture. This finish here, this Butternut Tavern, you'll see as we keep going, I stitch a lot of stuff with houses, but I also stitch a lot of stuff with horses. And that's because I grew up with horses. This is me when I was little. And that's my dad, one of his buddies. And my horse Jack, that was my first horse when I was little. And I mean, you can see how small I am. I have a bow bigger than my head in. That's how you know we're from the South. Anyways, but basically, I mean, I've been around horses my whole life, up until my dad passed away when I was 15. And I've loved them ever since, but, you know, it just didn't work out that we could have them anymore. So, anyways, I just thought that was fun. It makes me happy, you know, to look back on stuff like that. But that's basically, you know, what I worked on. I did start one other thing. It's a small start, not very much, but I already had the pattern, and I hadn't started it yet, but I had plans to. I had it kitted up, but then when Emily started it, Emily C, Eclectic Possessions, when she started it, I went, oh Lord, because she does that, and then you go, oh, it's prettier than I thought it was going to be every single time. So, what I'm talking about is Plum Street Samplers. This is called My Early Days. And this, I believe, was part of the Fox and Rabbit exclusive. I think it was back in 2019. And then she released it, you know, the following year. But I haven't seen many people stitching it. And it's beautiful. I'm so excited. But anyway, this is on 40 count Cafe au Lait. Just from Zweigart, I reckon. But all I've got started is some of the border. Good job, buddy. I started on some of the border. Started on that first little sheep down there. I don't know how much you can see of that because it's white, you know, but, or well, it's like ecru or something. But, there's that start. Now, I've kind of finished on, you know, what I've worked on. So now I'm going to go into what I would like to start. And, you know, some of these are kitted, some of them aren't. I'm sorry, I'm looking off to the side because I'm trying to grab stuff. But some of these are kitted, some of them aren't. But who doesn't like to look at a pattern and, you know, be excited about stitching it eventually, right? So, the first one, well, I say the first one. These are not really in order. But the first one that I have kitted, sorry about the crinkle, is Your Grand Old Flag by Samplers Not Forgotten. And I got it kitted up from Country Sampler. So the colors, I believe they changed some. I think the linen, I don't think they changed the linen. It's still a dark gray. But they did change the colors. So, I have that conversion. And I'm sure you guys have seen this. I think the first time I saw it on Farm Girl's Flosstube. She was stitching it, and I had to cart. So anyways, there's that. I don't have it started, obviously, like I said, and I can't give you the conversion, but I can show you all these pretty colors together. Maybe. Gosh. Nicole, don't look at me. Don't judge me. All these pretty colors, though. I mean, how do you not like a patriotic set of colors like that? I mean, it's old and grungy patriotic. It's the best. So anyways, there's that. I want to start that, like I said, as soon as I finish that other big patriotic sampler, which I'm going to try to do soon. The next one that I have that I really love to start is EC's Plague Doctor. I saw it on Instagram, and there's a beautiful picture of the stitching and everything on there. Go check it out. But it's going to be really cool, I think. I love, spooky, Halloween, creepy, dark stuff. That's my jam. So I want to do that, and I've got a fabric pulled for it, but I haven't started it. I pulled Selkie, this 40 count Selkie from what is it, Fabrics by Stephanie, I think, or Under the Sea Fabrics. I'm very sorry. I'll try to figure that out. I'm sorry. Under the Sea Fabrics, it says. There's a business card in here. That was my bad. Under the Sea Fabrics. Anyway, so it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful color. The next one that I have that I'd like to start soon is this is called Cleopatra's Ouija Board. This is by Screaming Heart Design. Again, saw it on Instagram. Beautiful picture online. It's very sort of primary colors. And I kind of think I might, grunge it up a little. I want to stay true to the pattern mostly, but I just kind of want it to look older. But this is what it'll be. Obviously, it's black and white. I think it's going to be really fun to do. I love the scarab beetles and, anything to do with ancient Egypt. I really love the historical part of that too. So, the next one I have laid out because I want to start it is the 2020 Pandemic Sampler by Sarcy Girl. I'm sorry. Sarcy Girl, and I'll try to list that down below. She's from Canada, I believe, and she made this pattern and gave it out for free for everybody, and just asked that you make a donation to, I can't remember if it was any type of charity or an animal charity, but it was make a donation to a charity of your choosing. And a lot of people have started and finished this even. But it's called the 2020 Pandemic Sampler. And I know that this picture is crap. But it's going to be really beautiful. I want to try to get like a dark olive fabric to put this on. And then so it'll be like White House, Red House, right? But I might change this to like a burnt orange. And then the vine all the way around is like a lime green color. So I think if I had like an olive fabric, the all of this would really pop, and I could kind of make it look a little more autumnal, so it fits in my house a little better. It's Halloween and fall here all the time. So anyways, that's the plans with that one, but I really want to start that too. I love all the animals in it. She did a great job. She should really, if she has time, who do you? I don't know, but if you have time, it'd be great if you could, keep going. The next one that she had that had the skunks and the ducks or the geese out front in front of it was like a cabin situation, was super great too. So she should just keep going. The next one is Be Happy, Humble, and Kind from With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. It's beautiful again with all those blues, and I think the reason that I fell in love with it so much is because I love stitching houses, but it's like it's there, but it's kind of a hidden house. It's in a vase. That's amazing. And they're just cute little farmery people. And I just love it. Anyways, then I have 40 count XG design. It's called Angel Hair fabric to go with that. Wow. Alright, the next one. Well, again, not all these are kitted, but the next one that I'd really love to start, I've wanted to start it for a long time, and I just haven't. I really don't know why. Is Houses of Berry Chapel Road, Turkey Hollow Farm from Stacey Nash. I just die over a good turkey. And I don't mean just eating them. I like to eat them too. Yeah, I mean, I like to eat everything. But I really love turkeys. Something about a turkey, I just think that they're beautiful. I love them. I love turkeys. But anyways, so I really want to do this and that little farmer. And I'm probably going to change it, how most everybody has. He's holding a gun. I probably won't do that. I'm probably going to do a pitchfork or something. And also, something else I want to say, just as a thought, patterns are there, right, for you to follow. But you don't have to keep everything exactly the same if that's not what you like. Don't be afraid to change stuff. You can always go back and go, oh, nope, they were right. They're a designer for a reason. But you can change it, change it and see what you think. I mean, nobody says you have to leave it that way. So, I don't like the idea of him shooting the turkey, even though I like to eat turkey. So it doesn't really matter, I don't guess, but I'm just going to I'm probably going to change it. And also, I hate people with faces. I don't like doing stitched people with faces most of the time. I think they look weird. The eyes are not so bad, but the mouth, and if they do a nose, is just weird. I would rather have no-faced people. So that's probably what I'm going to do, because that's weird, and I like that. So, the other one that I really want to do is another one, Stacey Nash. Again, like I said, she can't do any wrong in my eyes. But anyways, Miss Baxter's House. And, again, I've wanted to do this for a really long time. But I saw, what is it? Stitching in the Light. I think. Stitching in the Light. Stitching by the Light. Stitching in the Light. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, she's the one that did this, I think. And she's so lovely. Her videos are great. They're good quality. She talks a lot about, different crafts that she does. Not just cross stitch, which I think is really refreshing, because it's not, most people on Flosstube like to quilt also, if they do other crafts, or like crochet. Most, not everybody. Or knit, some kind of yarn, something though. And she does lots of different stuff. Like she'll make antique dolls, or pillows or, you know, like just embroider itself. So she does lots of different stuff. But anyways, her house is beautiful. She decorates really beautiful. She changed the colors in this pattern to where that there was a lot more red though. Like all the flowers she changed to red. You know, just she made it more red. It was really pretty. So that made me want to do it even more. So that's another one. It's a long explanation for that, wasn't it? This is another one that I really, really want to do, but I started it. I don't know. It's been a couple of years now. I started it with Jen Lee from Quirks and Stitches, and I couldn't. Something about the colors and the fabric that I picked, it wasn't right, and I didn't like it, so I just stopped and said I'll restart it. Well, I just hadn't done it yet. So I'm sorry, Jen. I suck at stitch-alongs. I like to start them. I'm not good at finishing them through, like, with everybody. I end up doing it, like, after everybody's already done. But nonetheless, this one is Amos Fig, 1808. And it's Plum Street Samplers. Oh boy, what is her name? It never fails. You get on here and you're recording and then you can't remember what you're talking about. Highway Stitcher. Colette, I think. Highway Stitcher. Pretty sure she's the one that sent me this chart. She stitched it. I loved it. She sent it to me. That was very, very sweet. I will stitch it, Colette. I just haven't got there yet. But I really want to. And I'm really sorry, Jen. I will try to get my butt back in gear. The next thing that I want to show is a few like fall patterns. Simply because, like I said, fall is my favorite. Fall and Halloween. Well, that's how you know your husband loves you, when he knows that you need Halloween things to get you through all year long. But, so, you know, most of the other ones that I have that I'm ready for are Halloween. So, just a few. None of these are actually kitted, but just a few. This one, again, another Stacy Nash, but it's an old one. It's called 4 and 20 Blackbirds Pocket Roll and Strawberry Emery. It was pure luck, chance, that I found it. They had an old one at Country Sampler, and I got it. I don't know if they still have it. You can call them, you know. I'm sure that they'll let you know. But this is a horrible picture. I know that it's hard to get pictures, though. So, like, when I say that, I'm not trying to be like, you know. It's just, when you see stuff in person, it's much better. But it's very, very dark linen, dark colors, and it's the alphabet, obviously, and it rolls. She puts, you know, felt on the inside and place for your needles. She shows you how to make black strawberry, felt strawberry to go with it, and then a ribbon ties them. So I want to do that. Autumn Dream, Cottage Garden Samplings. It's amazing. I want to do that really bad too, but I can't find, I really want that sanguine, is that how you say it? Week Style Works linen. And I can't find it in a 36 or a 40 anywhere. So, I guess if you find some, tell me. The next one, Not Forgotten Farm, Old Mustard Moon. This, I guess, is not necessarily, you know, fall or autumn, but it makes me feel like that because it feels very vintage Halloween, the man in the moon, and I don't know, I just love it. I love Not Forgotten Farm. It's just very primitive. This one, Country Sampler did a conversion on too, for a to do all of this on Murky from Pictureless Plus, which is a very dark fabric, and it's beautiful. I'd really love to get some of that too and do that. I don't know if they converted the threads on theirs or not, or just the fabric, but I'll call, and I think that's what I'm going to do because I really love that. The next one, Blackwater Hollow, Stacey Nash. Again, she does, there's lots of designers that do Halloween well, but there's a few that are just, I mean, they just knock it out of the park. She's one of them to me. So anyways, this one I think is beautiful. I see it all the time on, I think it was Jen that stitched it for Teresa, Kitten Stitcher. She showed it on one of her floss tubes back a long time ago, and I have just eaten my heart out ever since. So I gotta get on that. The last, well, no, it may not be the last one. No, next one. Halloween Eve, Blackbird Designs. They're the other people that do Halloween very well. They do Halloween very well. Them, Not Forgotten Farm. Brenda Gervais does the cutest witches and like cauldrons and stuff. So, but anyways, this one, I want to get all those called for colors, especially for the pumpkin and the bird, just because, you know, they're a bit more variegated, and I kind of want it to come out that way. The fabric that I have picked out for it is called for. It's 40 count Confederate gray. Well, I guess it's just gray now. I think they changed that. The tag still says the whole other name though, because I've had it for a while. So there's that. Another one that I really would like to do, and I don't think it would take that long. It's a freebie, and it's, well, it was free. It might not be now, but it was free when it came out. It was from Stone Street Stitchworks, and it's called Scottish Garden. Ancestry on one side, Scotland. Ancestry on the other side, Native American / German. So, anyways, I'm a little out there. But anyways, I really love the thoughts of having, you know, Scottish heritage. I just love the look of everything, the countryside, the history, all of it. All of it. I just love it. I think it's great. I think it's beautiful. I'd love to visit one day. But anyways, this is called Scottish Garden. It's kind of more reds and dark greens than anything. But I'm really excited about it. And these are, you know, those peacocks are going to be fun to stitch. They kind of remind me of turkeys. I think that's why I like them. And obviously there's a house, so I'm a happy camper. The other one is in this book. If you haven't got this book, this needs to be in your life if you're a stitcher. Blackbird, Winds of Autumn. There's tons of great stuff in here. Especially for anybody that is about Halloween and fall. But this one, I've been waiting on for years. Literally the name of the book, First Winds of Autumn. It's a giant strawberry. I have to do it because it's a giant bird, crow, raven, whatever it is. It's a big black bird. It doesn't matter. I like it. So, that has to be done this year. 2 more, we're almost done. Alright, so basically, the next thing that I would really like to do, and this is very ambitious, I'm aware of that. I need to kit it all up. It's costly, you know, to get everything and get all your this large of a piece of fabric and everything like that. But I want to this year. Definitely not shooting for trying to get it finished in the year or anything like that. But I want to start it. I want to get everything together. You've all seen it. His Eyes on the Sparrow. Heartstring samplery. It's huge. It's really big. I think it takes a fat half on 40 count. So that's quite a bit. You've seen everybody stitch this, and honestly, that new one, I've seen more people stitching on. The newer one is considered the Lilies. I don't like that one as good. I think it's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's gorgeous. But it's more flowers than animals. Whereas this one is more animals than flowers. That's my jam. So, I'm going to start that. Last thing. I say last thing. I really don't know. No, it's not the last thing. And the next thing I want to show is this. These little things, these little strawberries from this book, I want to do all of them. I seen Kindred Stitcher, Lisa, I believe is her name. She had them all in this cloche from Hobby Lobby. I literally screen capped it, sent her the picture, and said, "Can you please give me the item number off the bottom of that?" And she did. And now I have it. So I want to do all of these, every single one of them. She shows all of them in her little cloche in one of her floss tubes. It's been quite a while back, maybe a couple of years ago even now. But anyways, here's the cloche. It's like a pie pan, you know, that sits up. And then it's kind of dusty, sorry. And this lifts off, you know. But it's pretty big. It's probably, I don't know, 8, 9 inches around. And then I got the green ribbon and the lace that goes with them and a couple of pieces of the fabric. This is putty. The green one is putty, and this one is opal, I think, from Picture This Plus for 2 of the strawberries. This is the same lace that it calls for in a different color. This is like the ivory version, so I'm just going to like coffee tea dye it to death and get it all old and grungy. And then it'll work. It'll be great. So I'm going to do that. The next one I really want to start sometime this summer is Spring at Hollyberry Farm. Stacey Nash. I want to do everything that she's probably ever made. One day in my lifetime, maybe I can catch up, but I just love it. I see tons and tons of people doing the summertime, which is, you know, got all the berries around it, and, you know, I've done the Christmas and the Halloween already. But this one the cat, look at the cat. That cat is bigger than that house. And I just love it. So I have to stitch it. So that's all. There's all the colors for that. I don't know what kind of fabric I'm going to put it on. I'll just stash it off. The next one. Y'all are going to think I'm just totally off track because I'm just going back and forth between Halloween and not Halloween. But that's just me. Most of the time it's going to be Halloween all year long. So I'm sorry. The next one that I have ready to go is from Stacey Nash again. Surprise! It's Martha Agnes Sampler Roll. Oh boy. This one was another one that I thought was sort of hard to find. Used to be. And now I think she's got it on her Etsy as a PDF. But I saw it's Kismet. It is Kismet stitches. do this, and it was amazing. It was beautiful. All the colors are gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I think I pulled this. This is 40 count sand from Picture This Plus. I pulled that. Here's the threads. The called for threads to go with it. But I don't think I'm going to use this piece of fabric. I don't think it's gray enough. It's not dreary enough. Because this says, my time is swiftly passing by, my day of death is drawing nigh. Those youthful hands I now employ, worms of dust will soon destroy. So this is not dreary enough. So I'm going to try to find maybe, I'm going to try to get a piece of dapple and look at it in real life. From pictures, that looks like kind of what I'm looking for. But I've never seen any in real life, so I gotta look. It might be too dark in real life. The next one, everybody and their brothers already stitched this. Feast of Friendship, Blackbird Designs. I couldn't get, I was going to start it last year with everybody, but I couldn't get a hold of the specific color blues that it calls for. It calls for 3 different colors of blue in that house. So, I wanted to wait until I could get them. So now I have them, and I'm going to try to start this sometime this year. The next one, 1842 Saw Sampler. Who's this by? Threadwork Primitives. They have some really great stuff, and they have a great Etsy shop too. If you haven't bought any of their stuff, they have a good shop. But anyways, this one I saw Blue Bonnets and Whiskey, I believe is what her Flosstube is, and her Instagram maybe. She started and stitched this. I think she did hers with the DMC. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because all the colors are beautiful. But, like, the DMC is rich just on its own, and it was beautiful. And it's just a small little sampler. So I think I want to try that. I've just got the DMC with it, like I said, you know, to go with it. It's got that DMC 500 in it, which I love. You probably can't even tell in this fabric. It probably looks black from here, but it's super duper dark, like forest green. And it's beautiful. DMC 500 is in that. Alright. Last one. Alright, the last one that I have semi-kitted, ready to start when I want. Plum Street Samplers, A Ghoul-Tide Welcome. Sorry, crinkle, crinkle. I've loved this one for a really long time. I have put it off, honestly, because I was trying to decide whether I wanted to take the plunge and get the NPIs that it calls for, or just try to do the DMC conversion, but I've heard that wasn't that great, on some of the colors. And then, you know, I just decided, well, what the heck does that matter? I'll just pull the colors that I like. So I'm going to do that. Because why not? So I'm going to do that. Hopefully soon. I know it's a big black house, but we'll get there. And I'm going to do that on 40 count Properly Primitive Under the Sea Fabrics. I don't know if you can see that well, but that color is beautiful. That fabric. I don't know if that's glaring super bad or not, but I'm sorry. But it's really beautiful. Alright, guys. That's it. So that's all I had to share today. And basically, I'll come back hopefully in a semi-regular fashion. And, you know, update you on what I'm doing. And hopefully try to get to stitching all this stuff. I'm going to try to get a lot of finishes done this year. I really hope I can. But anyways, I think all this will be fun. like I said, carry on the conversation down below in the comments. I think that would be great. Anybody that, like I said, if you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have, liking, commenting, taking the time. Has really meant a lot. And listen, and if you like what I'm stitching, let's stitch together. Let's do a stitch along. Message me. If you have some of these that you want to start, let's start it. Let's do it. I just think it'd be fun. Anyways, I'll be back soon, hopefully, and maybe you'll get to see, I don't know if you can see Charlie back there. She's asleep on the bed or not. Maybe you guys can see more of the animals, though, and we'll go from there. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.